This, alleged man of God, we don't even know if he's a real man of God. But I doubt if he's a real man of God. But he was saying that, there was a tweet that went viral. It says, I am a pastor, I love waist beads, I love leg chains, I love multiple ear piercings, and light makeup. Women looking sexy is not a sin. Slay it. So obviously, people started commenting. And, we just thought, this is a topic that we can have and look at it from different perspectives. Because I know we've discussed something like this similar recently. And the real perception of the fact that a man of God should be pious, should be somebody who can differentiate between worldly things and things of God. So when somebody who claims to be a pastor is telling you that he likes things that are seemingly worldly, like leg chains, sexiness, waist beads. Now, what we now begs to ask, who defines these things as either worldly or godly?
I had to just quickly check what does sexy mean. Okay, so it's sexually attractive or exciting, very exciting or appealing. And I think that every husband should have an appealing, an attractive, exciting wife to them. And if the pastor decides to publicize what his preferences might be, we shouldn't castigate him for it, because except he's taking liberty with other women, that's when it becomes sin. But if you define what you want and you're able to find that desire within one woman, your wife, then it is good. Also, I think that we have boxed our pastors in so much religious dogma, or like there's this way you must be pragmatic, how you should carry yourself, that we don't realize that they are human beings that have emotions, and they want to look good. They want their wife to look good. They want to enjoy themselves as well. And we don't see it. We want them holy, speaking in tongues, fire breathing, praying all the time. But there's more to life.
For me personally, I don't think some of these things are whether worldly or godly. I feel that they are cultural. And in African culture especially, most of these things are just things that people wear. You see little children from when they're babies, you have them all over them. And some cultures, they have their ears pierced. So I don't see it as worldly or godly. But Christianity, I think, is the one that has divided it that way. And if you say you're a pastor in that way, then you have to go according to what the Bible and the church say. So just speaking about it openly, if it's not in a place of educating people.
Well, you see, we raise our young girls young girls in church they have nice skirts, they pack your hair nicely, look decent. We raise them to be like that. And suddenly when they get married, you now want them to now become this diva overnight. I mean, I feel cheated sometimes as a young Christian girl. I feel like you should have allowed me to do a lot of things if that is what you now require of me as a wife.
I think that our society has become too hypocritical. Hypocritical and judgmental. Whether Christian, whether Muslim, whatever. We just like to judge people. We like to judge people on their preferences. The pastor has said it. We shouldn't even be discussing it, because to me,
his own personal opinion.
That is how he wants it. But because we're a judgmental society, it has become news. My daughter, I did not remove anything from her learning process. She chose to be the way she. I didn't say, oh, you must be a virgin till you marry. I didn't give her any benchmark.
Yeah.
I gave her an education, which was my duty as a parent.
Yeah.
A good education. I didn't ban her from computer, but computer of those days is not computer of today. Right. Because there are some things now on the internet that I don't want my child to know this. But I let her be as independent as was
independent thinking.
As was okay in the
at the time.
Right. And not no, you have to be a Christian, and she was a Christian. Right. She chose by herself not to be a Christian.
Yeah. Eventually.
Our parents were careful not to expose us too much, because they didn't want us to go haywire. They didn't want us to go crazy. So they created, like, let us be conservative. So even if she wants to even venture out a bit, she will not travel too far. So that the idea is we don't want our children to be staying in the house, but we don't want them also going everywhere, haywire and all of that. But we must give our children ability to have self-control, ability to know that I can experiment and I can control myself. I can try this out, I don't like it, I come back. And give them a home all through that. Anyhow, whatever happens outside, I have your back. Once a child have that level of, my parents would always have my back, I have something that I can always fall back on, there's less risk of going crazy outside.
Right.